Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be continuing to take a look at a scenario where civilization started it over. We are now on episode 76 of the series. And this episode is the aftermath of World War VI. And I'm also recording this before Ada's Pro records his this is where civilization started over finale. Anyway, the peace treaty is very simple. It was very simple. I had to change these countries' colors because it wasn't working out. But anyway, Venezuela did annex. I guess this is kind of like the Dominican Republic. Also, parts of this got taken back from Mexico, plus they lost a bit of this land right here, as well as some border areas right here, as well as a bit of land to this new country I dubbed Texas, which also a bit of land got taken from them from Cascadia, a lot of it from Ohio, as well as from Texas. Over here we see that there was a new border here. And also, we saw that New Zealand has returned, and Tasmania is greatly reduced to just this. Some minor territories were given to the South Asian Union. And there's 3 new countries I'm calling Western Australia, Central Australia, and Eastern Australia. Not the most clever names, but it's all I can think of. But we're going to be beginning, of course, with a couple of wars. Now, the wars are just regional. There's nothing major. There might be a war between Florida and, the Yucatan, just because they're a little salty about losing some land to them. So they might try to invade back here and take back this land, and even try, and they might want to get some land from them. Which the Yucatans will agree to give up some territory. Give back some of the territory to Florida, as long as they don't have to fall. Which Florida will be getting some of their land back. There were also plans that Mexico might have invaded them, so they're just gonna give back some land to them. This actually makes the border look a little better. This actually makes this border look better. I'm gonna try to fix some borders here. So I'm gonna try and exchange some land here. Because the borders here didn't look as good. Even right here, I think this border could benefit from being like this. Also, here we could try and do that, because that looks a little weird. Even for this area, this just looks a little weird. I'm just seeing what I can do here. That looks a little weird. This doesn't look right at all, so I'm just gonna make this look a little bit better. This province here just doesn't look good, so I'm gonna change it right there. That's all basically for that. Let's take a look with what's happening with the South Asian Union. So the South Asian Union recently gained some land over here. But now, a new country, a lot more countries are deciding to join in on this union. For example, this country that was recently fighting alongside them will decide to join in on the South Asian Union. Now, I don't know why this is happening, but I guess it's because, yeah. But, see these puppet states here? They're still there. I was just reminding you. What the hell is this? The hell is that? Pretty sure that was a part of the blue team here at some point. So I'm pretty sure this was supposed to be here. I'm pretty sure, because there's no capital city here. And it doesn't look like it was a part of this guy. Or part of anyone over here. So that was supposed to be like that. But also this country right here is going to join in on the South Asian Union. So they will grow for a little bit more. Oh, right. Speaking of these puppet states, they probably have been... There's probably been minor changes to them from before. So we should have taken a look at them. Probably been minor changes. Because I remember there was a war here. So there might have been minor changes regarding these puppet states. Now let's take a look at a war, shall we? Now staying in Antarctica, we're gonna see a new war take place. Where this purplish Antarctic country decides they've had enough and they're deciding to go after this country right here. We see that they are really close to getting towards the capital. But then an unexpected ally comes in. It's this country right here. This greenish Antarctic country will join in on the war and start to invade into the northern areas. Yet again, another country is in the war. Now, it's this like maroonish Antarctic country who is focusing on the eastern areas of the country. And then, right here, right there, the purplish Antarctic country takes over the capital city and is now invading through more and more areas. As well as the green one. will go more southern, the south. As these three will begin to meet up, begin to close in throughout the country, as each of them will finally be able to meet up. And we can now take a look at a peace deal. So, there'll be a peace. So the provinces that we took in will from here. So there is going to be some territorial borders change. So here are the provinces. Now you'll soon figure out what's going to happen with the rest of the country. So for this guy, they'll take over this area, these two provinces. And with this guy right here, they're going to take over a large portion of the country right here. Which they'll take over these provinces right here. And now you'll see what's gonna happen. There'll be puppet states created in the areas that were invaded. Each puppet state will be outlined like this. And of course, they'll all get capital cities. So that's it for that war. Moving on. We're going to see this golden country go to war with their neighbors. Now it's this country right here. So they'll send some forces straight into the country. They're more focused on the southeastern areas of the country. But they will send some forces to go up north to capture some border regions, border provinces. As they're entering nearer to the capital, an unexpected invader will come out and will begin to invade into the country as well, taking some border regions for themselves. As time goes on, eventually both sides will meet up, and an encirclement will begin. Eventually, the capital will be surrounded on both sides. And eventually, it will fall. And we can take a look at a peace deal. Right, in this peace deal, we're gonna see some minor border changes. So these provinces will be taken. As for this guy right here, they're gonna take over some of this area, which these are the two provinces they'll be taking, but they'll also establish puppet states in the area, in the rest of this area. So a puppet state will be. So there will be a puppet state right here. And for this guy, there'll be a puppet state over here. And now it's time to look at Europe Unitaria's new area. So Finland has decided, Russia has decided to join in on Europe Unitaria. This is very major. As the Russians never really liked them before. But now it seems that the Russians are on a new path. Soon enough, maybe Crimea might join in. Maybe soon that Greece will join. But they are Unitarian aligned, so I guess they might join already. They'll probably join pretty soon. It was very unexpected to see Russia join the Unitarian sphere. Well, actually, just like straight up be incorporated into the sphere by joining the country. And that's actually gonna be it for this episode. Wait, no, not. No, it's not. That's gonna be it for the world map. As we need to get this started out. Finished up. So we are gonna see that South Asia is gonna expand their little like research station here quite a bit, as they'll be able to reach over and connect up with the Quebec Newfoundland Union. As for the Mesopotamia, they too will also connect up with that union. And they also will go over towards here. For Korea, they're gonna focus themselves more on just expanding this area more and more. As they get right up on the research border of that Quebec and Newfoundland Union, and they will begin to take over some of these areas over here. And finally, the Quebec Union with Newfoundland will expand its border, its little research area along here, taking over all of this and this over here, as well as taking over these lands right along here. Reaching up and connecting over here. And that's actually gonna be it for the episode. I'll see you guys in episode 77. Goodbye.